Good morning, students. Today, once more, I am going to discuss about profit, loss, and discount. Basically, today also I'll deal with you only the profit and loss. I'm not going to deal with discount today. Discount will be dealt by tomorrow or day after tomorrow. So forget about discount now. You just remember profit and loss. Yesterday, I had given you the formulae how to find out profit, how to find out losses. And with the profit and losses, I relate with SP and CP and all those things. Then I discuss about what is called profit percent, what is called loss percent, how to find out profit percent, how to find out loss percent. All those things were discussed yesterday. Today, I'm going to discuss about the overheads or overhead expenses. Remember these two words, overhead or overhead expenses. Now what is called overhead or overhead expenses? I have given a definition, then I will give you a practical example and explain you. I have written it here, an additional money spent on an article to bring it from one place to other place is termed or is known as overheads or overhead expenses. I have given some example, then I'll give you the practical example to explain you. I have given the example transportation, labor, packing, repairs, etc. are overhead. So let me tell you again an example. Like, suppose you had been to Ranchi, Pandra market to buy something. When you've been to Pandra market to buy something, suppose you're buying the rice. When you're buying the rice, you must have noticed in Pandra market, you must have paid say 500 rupees for a bag of rice to the shopkeeper. Afterwards, what do you do? You must have arranged a coolie. That coolie is carrying that sacks and putting it into a truck. Now, when the coolie is carrying that sacks and putting it into the truck, is the coolie is taking some money from you or not? Definitely you say yes. The money what you spend to carry that thing, that coolie charges, is considered as overhead expense. Again, after you put it into the truck must have reached that rice to your house or to your business organization or to your shop. When the truck is reaching, is the truck fellow is taking any charges from you or not? You will say yes. The charges what the truck fellow has also taken, that is also considered as overhead. Like that, any extra money what you spend to buy a things from a particular place and to reach to your own place, those extra amount what is been spent is called the overhead. And you always remember this overhead is added to the actual cost price to get the total cost price. That's very important. Like I told you, you bought a rice for 500 rupees. Then you had given 10 rupees to the coolie. So what happened? 500 plus 10. 510. Then you must have spent 100 rupees for the truck hire charges. Are you adding that 100 or not? So when you come home, what you will calculate? How much money you spend to bring that rice from Pandra to your place? You will add 500 plus 10 plus 100, it comes 610. So this is called the total cost price. So whenever you are going to calculate the profit and loss, if overhead expenses are there, overhead expenses has to be added with the actual cost. And whenever you are going to find out the cost percent, whenever you are going to find out the profit percent or loss percent, in that case, profit percent and loss percent will be calculated on the total cost price. So once more I am to tell you, if there is any overhead expenses has to be added with the actual cost. And whenever you are going to find the profit or loss, profit and loss will always be calculated on the total cost price. I hope it is clear to you, and please remember always this is calculated on the total cost price. Now, on the basis of overhead expenses, let me give an example to explain it in a problem. Now the first problem I have written it here. Raju goes from Agra to Delhi to buy an article which costs rupees 6,500. So this 6,500 is his actual cost. In Delhi, he sells this article in Agra for rupees 8,000. So this 8,000 is the selling price. Find his gain or loss percent. Consider that he spent rupees 700 on transportation oblique food. Okay. So what is given there? I told you whenever we are going to solve the questions, whatever is given in the questions, first write it. I have just written. I have nothing I have done. Actual cost, how much? 6,500. What is the overhead expense? Any extra money what is spent? What is spent? 700. I told you. Now, whenever the overhead is there, always to find out the total cost. How to find the total cost? Actual cost plus overhead. If you added it up, have you got the total cost or not? So this is the total cost price. Selling price is already given in the question. What is the selling price? 8,000. So you know the selling price, you know the total cost price. Will you be able to find out the profit or not? All of you are knowing profit equal to SP minus CP. Here SP minus total CP. Have you got the profit? Profit is 800. Now profit percentage, all of you know profit by CP into 100 due to the calculations. After doing the calculation, you will get it 11 by 9%. I hope it is very clear to you. Okay, so overhead has to be added with the actual cost price to get the total cost price. Please remember that. And if you remember that, you will never make mistakes. Now I am going to explain you. Second question is another types of questions. Please, whatever question I am discussing in the classwork, you can say I am taking the different kinds of questions. I have not taken a similar types of question to explain it here. I am taking all different kinds of questions. So please follow these questions and try to understand these questions. And if you understand these questions, whatever questions will come, you will be able to solve. Now the second question, a shopkeeper bought 300 eggs at 80 paise each. That means cost of one egg is 80 paise. 30 eggs were broken. लाने के समय क्या हो गया? 30 को egg टूट गया. In transaction, and he sold the remaining eggs at 1 rupee each. Find his gain or loss percent. So always remember everything is given here. I made it very clear. CPU of the eggs. How many eggs you bought? 300. What is the cost of each egg? 80 paise. So 300 into 80, if you multiply it, this many paise, you convert it into rupees. You know how to convert it into rupees. Paise divided by 100, it becomes rupees. So 240. Now how many eggs were there? 300. How many eggs were broken? 30. Definitely you are not going to sell the broken egg. Nobody will take the broken egg. So how many number of goods eggs are there? Total number of eggs minus broken eggs, you got 270 eggs. SP of one egg is 1 rupees. You cannot sell all 300 eggs. Only the goods egg you will say, good quality of eggs, what are left over that will sell. So 270 into you got the selling price of the eggs. You know the cost price of the eggs. You know the selling price of the eggs. Selling price is more means profit. You know how to find out the profit. I found out the profit. After profit, you can easily find out the profit percent. Profit by CP into 100. And if you do the calculation, it will come 12 by 2%. Now the next problems. Please understand it. All different types. Ram sells an article for rupees 360 at a gain of 20%. Find his CP. It's very easy for you. What is given? I told you. What is the Gayatri month of the profit and loss math? CP. If CP is not there, you always try to find out the CP. And once you find out the CP, the math will be very, very easy for you. Again, I told you what all things are given there. Please note it down. SP is given. All of us are knowing. Suppose I am very weak in math. I don't know anything about math. Then also I can solve it. How can I solve it? Write what all given here. SP is known to you. Gain is how much? 20%. What did you find out? CP is not known. So Gayatri Mantra is not known to us. So let's write, let the CP be equal to X. And if you know the CP, you know how to find out the profit. Profit and loss is always calculated on CP. So profit equal to or gain equal to 20% of CP X. You got X by 5. Now all of us are knowing the formula. CP plus gain equal to SP. CP का जाएगा में CP बैठा दो, gain का जाएगा में gain बैठा दो, SP का जाएगा में SP बैठा दो. बाकी तो simplification is known to you people by doing LCM and all. Easily you will be able to find out the value of X. And if you find out the value of X, that value of X will be the CP. It is very, very easy. Next and the last problem for today. See, it is very different types of problems I have done it here. By selling an article for rupees 810, a man loses 10%. At what price should he sell it in order to gain 8%? Which article? Same article. पहले क्या होगा, उसका कुछ लॉस हो गया. लॉस होने के बाद तो सोचने लगा कि यही आर्टिकल को हम कितना में बेचते तो मेरा 8% प्रॉफिट होता. प्लीज अंडरस्टैंड द सेम आर्टिकल्स, दैट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. तो टू केसेस आर देयर. एक केस में 10% लॉस हो गया, दूसरा केस में वो सोचने लगा भाई इसी आर्टिकल को हम 8% प्रॉफिट में बेचते तो कितना में बेचना चाहिए. सो टू केसेस आर देयर. आई एम कमिंग टू द फर्स्ट केस. अगेन आई टोल्ड यू व्हाट ऑल थिंग्स आर गिवन, दे राइट इट. एसपी इज गिवन, लॉस इज 10% गिवन देयर, फिर सीपी इज नॉट गिवन. So let the CP be X. I told you CP निकाल लो बेटा. So loss equal to 10% of CP. All of us are knowing loss and profit are calculated on CP. You got the loss. If you know the loss, again the formula CP minus loss equal to SP. CP का जाएगा में CP बैठाओ, loss का जाएगा में loss, SP जाएगा में SP. If you do all the calculation, you will be able to find out the value of X. All the calculation is shown to you. I hope it and you are knowing how to do it. No point of explaining all those calculations. So you got the value of X. So what is X? X means CP. So you got the CP. Now when you got the CP, now you have to calculate if this much money I spent to buy these things and now I want to get 8% profit on it. How much, what should be the selling price of it? So second case, CP is known, Gayatri Mantra पता हो गया, कोई डर की बात नहीं है. Gain is 8%. If CP is known, will you be able to find out the gain or not? Yes, 8% of CP, you got the gain. And if you got the gain, SP is known to you. CP plus profit is equal to SP equal to CP plus profit. CP is known to you 900. Just now you calculate the profit. You add it up, you will get it. I hope I made it very clear to you. Again and again I am telling you. If you have any doubt while you are solving this question from your class, when you are going to write down in your class or copy, if you have any doubt, you are always welcome to call me and clear your doubt. Thank you. Thank you so much.